sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a first down carry for Harris. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead Give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. Harris is in. Touchdown Bills. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now off to the races down the right side. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Left side caught by Diggs. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He's still on his feet. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. L.A. readies for its next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the...
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coach. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taylor now returning it.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A nice carry by Akers, and what a journey it was for him last season. Coming off of injury, away from the team for a while, he did come back later in the season and led them with almost 800 yards. Still scratching the surface of what he can do. He can be a dynamic presence on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To the 43, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
Now he's loose again.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. The pass caught by Hardy.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Allen.
Shreds him with his stiff arm. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now Allen. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. To throw is Allen. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're out of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on that.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.